in the first row. You are first guest, should be in the first row. Come up, come up. Please, the food is in this floor, so would you please come up? And after I make a short speech, short presentation, and then you can have a time to enjoy your food. So come on, close your food. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Cssc reception party. In this beautiful evening, we are gathering here to show our beautiful evening, beautiful night. In every 2 years, our Cssc will hold a reception party in a beautiful city, in a beautiful view, in the Athens. So please remember, in every 2 years in September, we will have a very beautiful evening time. So now, we invite our Cssc Vice President, Mr. Nandaji, to make a welcome speech.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Today, I want to say thank you very much all of you, my friend, to come here to join us to celebrate the special day and join the special party. Maybe you know we have a prepared paper, but we cannot read it. So I want to save the time and let Mr. Fujita give you a very special presentation. I think tonight we prepare some special presentation. It will be help you to know each other, to know Cssc, and to find the chance to cooperation between both sides. And finally, I want to say, I wish all of you join tonight. I want to everyone in here to talk each other, to drink each other, to love each other, to enjoy tonight, to remember tonight, to look for the nice future. Thank you.
And read the speech. So now we are coming to the next. I think we will be very quickly. We are use this opportunity to invite so many distinct guests. And so we want to do a little bit information to share with you by our Cssc group. So now we invite Mr. Ruojun, the chairman of the Starry, to present his presentation to show the smart vessel how to design. Hope you will be find some ideas and then come to order with us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ling. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very delighted to show us here to present our idea for the smart ship. Okay, they have to prepare a little bit my presentation on the screen.
Smart ship technology in design.
set.
Technology and designs. Quanto era?
No. Sorry.
Quando ci fosse una cosa di nuovo.
Okay, let's start. We can start, yeah? So, everybody now is talking about smart ship. How smart it could be? Well, that's a lot of questions. Sari is making ship designs and aviation technology. And the ship will have capability of decision-making support, remote control, and ultimately autonomous. And the last, what's the purpose of this? Yeah, we invest this and we should gain something. That is safety, environment friendly, and more economically. So everything should be done so based on the onboard solution which is existing or is coming in the near future. You can see the ship will be integrated with the ship net and equipped with the data center. And then by doing this, we have this navigation system. We got smart navigation, which will support by this system. And we will have the shore and ship connection based on the digital models. And of course, then we have onboard management based on the data center. That means on board of ship there will be also the data center. And of course, then we have the integrated energy efficiency management to improve the efficiency of the ship. And then we have also for the equipment, we will have the guidance for the maintenance and everything. So, and then of course then we will have for the hull, yeah. There will be stress and hull stress monitoring system, which will help you for seeing the fatigues and the corrosions and everything for your ship. And there will be cargo management, depends on what kind of cargo will be loaded. Maybe container, maybe bulker, maybe other oils, yeah, maybe. And all this is equipped on board and connected on the shore. So of course then will be the challenge is to not build a real ship. And then will be a digital twin, which we call virtual twin ship in the cyberspace. So everything built in the real and everything should be in the computer. So, and then it gives a very transparent operation. So to the ship owner and to the captain. So both can be connected. And there will be a very efficient diagnosis and maintenance. For example, the traditional way of maintenance is based on the periodical life of the components of your equipment. Then by this, with this system, you will have the alarm before something gets failure. So maybe some parts will stay longer than as it usually be. Yeah, so you don't need to replace them. So that could save you a lot of money for the spare parts. Yeah, and maybe that spare your part is not that good. It will be failure in a shorter time. So with that system, you will avoid damage. Yeah, so that improves the safety of the ship. Decision making support. We will not go immediately to the autonomous ship. We will do at 3 levels. The current level is to make only the decision makers making support, and the second step, by doing this, we will cut some tools, replace with the intelligence system, and ultimately maybe it will happen in the future, or maybe it happens only in certain circumstances. For example, short distance and in the isolated surroundings. That will be maybe autonomous unmanned ship. Why are we doing this? Is because the technology is under development. The current technology and also the rules and the regulation it doesn't allow us to go immediately to an unmanned ship or autonomous ship. So we have to be realistic. So and also we have to also be realistic to the cost, because this system is expensive. Yeah. So what's the technology behind of the smart ship? Of course, it should be awareness. That means the sensor technology, which I mentioned here. I don't want to go too much detail because then you need to see and to hear and to learn what is going on for the ship, what's the surroundings and what's happening. Yeah? To judge for the judgment. And the second thing is the network, because it will be an IT technology, information technology with the ship net, with the ship system based on the technology which is under development every day. And of course, very important thing is the cyber security, which is very, very sensitive issue. And the communication technology, I think everybody know, and many ships has been already implemented with the ship-to-shore connecting. But we need to be aware that the smart ship will send more data between ships and the ship-to-shore. We need to have technology to save this communication cost. And then, of course, the artificial intelligence technology is the basis of autonomous ship. For example, what is developing is image recognition, so voice recognition, machine learning, and a lot of issues based on which is the basis of autonomous ship. And this technology was developed so quickly during these years. We see already this automatic driving for the car, but some accidents happened behind us. That means this technology is not satisfied enough. So what will be the chances for us by using the smart ship? For example, we are shipbuilders, and shipbuilders, they build the ship, they guarantee after delivery, within 1 year, something they will have guaranteed. Yes? And then the ship belongs to you, then the shipbuilder will have nothing to do with the ship. But with the smart ship, the shipbuilders, ship designers, everybody, all classification societies, they will have the data for the real operation. so that they can improve their design, improve their shipbuilding technology, they improve everything related to your ship, and they will help you, yeah, to maintain for the maintenance and in the lifetime of the ship. That totally change the existing business pattern. And of course, and then we'll have a complete. They will bring complete business chain, connection with ports, connection with class, vendors, designers, owners, everything that will be connected. So of course, what I mentioned is a challenge to the existing rules and the regulations. So I think I don't want to go through all of this, and at least the very big issue is this, the rules for anti-collision, and see how you could manage existing rules. They require the people sitting in the bridge, but in the future we have to manage with all the sensors, yeah, not human beings. So that will be a lot of challenge in the coming years to the class and to IMO, to the administrations, to allow this smart ship going ahead. Otherwise, it is not possible. And this is very interesting information to you that Cssc, 5 years ago we start talking about this concept already. 2014 we have set up this project called Cssc I-Dolphin project, which is a very pioneering project, I think, for shipbuilding in China. But we implement smart ship concept into Starry Dolphin project, which with a tonnage of 38, which is, I think, you know, perhaps this kind of ship. So this ship will be delivered end of this year. So we will announce this and these details of this ship in the Marine Tech exhibition. So you are welcome to be there and participate in our event for the delivery. So then I will show you more details, because today I just give you a date that you should be aware in any end of the year. There will be that shows that everything is going quickly in China. We are preparing this technology. We are not playing the game, but we will play on the real ship. So think about in the future, you are competing with the ship equipped with smart system, and this will save a lot of fuels, save the cost on the crew, and save a lot of spare parts, and then you need to compete with this kind of ships. So I think you should follow on this trend and all the ships with smart ship system. So we have some principle. I don't want to talk too much. So the future ship, yeah, it happens with smart ship system. The ship will be compliant with EEDI phase 3. And then we have to consider the ship with a performance not in the perfect calm water, perfect circumstances, but in the real rough sea. So there will be a well-adapted propulsion system. There will be lighter weight ships with technology which makes the ship lighter enough. And there will be options for the emission control. So all these will be the features for the next generation of ships. So that's the Dolphin in the future, which will be, I think, much competitive than the existing Dolphin series. We call it I-Dolphin in the future. That means intelligent Dolphin. And we are preparing also for the container ship. Yeah? So we call the Sea Line series for the feeder ship. And then we will implement numerical model basing technology and combine it with model testing. And all this is really inspiring to develop your new design. So that's all, and thank you very much for your attention. And if you have any question, please contact me, not now, perhaps, maybe by email, or we will meet in the future in your office or in Starry in Shanghai. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wu. I think Mr. Wu is leading the Starry to developing very pioneer idea, the new design, the vessel. Why we publish this design in essence in Greek, we think in the Greek ship owner is a pioneer ship owner. So please consider you are leading the ship and the shipbuilding. Now we invite this angel to make presentation for the ship service in worldwide.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Andrew Stump. I'm the president of a young company called Cssc Services. Can you guys hear me clearly? Good? Okay. So it might be a little bit of a surprise to see what comes up on the slides because we've got some technology problems. But I might skip through a couple to keep things going forward. We've got a nice night tonight, but it's a little windy, and everyone wants to socialise, and that's the main purpose of tonight. It's been very difficult to follow on from Ruojun, who's got a very famous company in Starry, and we're a young company. Check it out. And Cssc actually was established back in July 1999, and they're focused primarily on shipyards, research institutes, trading and finance, and other areas you're most familiar with. And there are some diversified industries as well, and you're pretty familiar with engine and machinery. But leading on from engine and machinery has always been a wanton part of the business. It's actually our service. So the Cssc shipbuilding has been, expanding into other areas of manufacturing, having a wide range of products. And as you can see here, also the newest of the projects are moving into the cruise ship industry as well. But if I just focus for a moment, when we talk about service, the key thing that you guys are looking at is a cost item is the main engines and the auxiliary engines. And actually, Cssc, they're holding about 20% market share. They're number one in China, number two in the world for manufacturing most big diesel engines. And they've got the manufacturing capabilities also with some of their joint ventures and with their licenses for MAN, Stick, Daihatsu, MAK, and Wärtsilä. So what you may be not so familiar with is there's a diverse range of products that are going into the vessels that are actually manufactured by Cssc suppliers. Main engines, gensets, deck machinery, cabin machinery, fire and emergency equipment, right through to navigational equipment. All of that requires some sort of after-sales support. If you look at the spread of Cssc across China, you'll see that there's Beijing, of course, is the headquarters, but you have a cluster of engine builders around the Shanghai area, and then some smaller ancillary equipment manufacturers to the south of China there. If I focus a moment just on the engine manufacturing, this area has been divided recently into three groups. These sizes of the ties don't represent any proportion. Purple on the screen, the number of horsepower. We're talking about 5 million horsepower in 2016, so that's an extreme growth since 2016. Sorry, since 2006. So in the last 10 years, actually the number of horsepower has grown fourfold. Compared to the number of engines, which has grown threefold, up from 69 engines in 2006 up to almost 200 engines in 2016. So it's quite an incredible growth, and it also has a really big demand on the after-sales support. There's also some milestones coming out of Cssc. They had the first SCR installed on a ship in China, with China navigation multi-purpose vessel. This was back in 2015. Installed on a Winchedy design engine after the XP18. So that vessel has been in service for a couple of years. And now we see there are many, many more engines being delivered today from the yards with SCRs becoming a fairly standard delivery. Most in 2017 this year, August, the largest engine, and we delivered a 12-cylinder. Now on four-stroke, there are actually three key factories building four-stroke engines in Cssc. We have CMP, building mainly MAN under license. We have the Cssc and Wärtsilä engine factory building DF engines. And we have the Hunting Diesel company. Talking about SCRs again, CMP also has a cooperation with the company Ruojun in Switzerland, who are quite famous in building smaller SCRs. So they have been able to provide really good control systems and delivery systems for their own area. Then there's a number of big machinery equipment being supplied to the vessels, wind turbine installation cranes. It's a big growing business in China. Boilers, ballast water management systems in cooperation with companies like Wärtsilä, incinerators, fire and emergency equipment, many things. But finally I'll come to talk about the Cssc Marine Service Company. Why did Cssc form this company? Well, as I just presented, there's a very, very broad range of products being manufactured by the Cssc group. I think you've probably all experienced some challenges in the warranty and after-sales support for the products. So that's the main purpose, is to provide better support for the products that you as the customer feel ordering vessels and equipment from Cssc factories in shipyards. So actually the company was formed or registered this year, at the beginning of the year in 2017. The purpose was to focus in the first step on the Cssc made two-stroke engines, so MAN and WinGD engines, and the service that they would require. I would say it's been a challenge to get so far as we have. Now in June we inaugurated our warehouse and we've started to actually train as a company, so we have 4 months of training under our belt, but things look pretty positive, I must say. Next year there will be a focus on providing full service, not only on the licensed built Cssc engines, but also on the full range of WinGD engines built worldwide. And that right to provide is shared with Wärtsilä, who are also traditionally providing that service as well. By 2019 we'll move more into the high-speed business, and by 2020 start to expand into areas broader across the ship. The organisation today is relatively small. We have 90 people sitting in Shanghai in the office, doing mainly parts inquiry, support, request for quotation, order delivery. We see on the bottom left-hand picture there was the inauguration of the warehouse at a junction in June. The organisation at this stage is still fairly flat. We have myself leading the company with 3 direct reports. So you can imagine as a startup we're still really lean and looking for more people and growth. So a couple of things that I have a big challenge with is bringing to the organisation the philosophy and strategy of what we're trying to achieve. It's all about looking at the life cycle, so following the product through its entire life cycle. And if we look at a bulk carrier today or a container ship, we maybe have a 15 to 20-year life cycle. If you look at an LNG carrier, we're looking at a 30-year life cycle. And these concepts, let's say, they need to be brought into the way we work. And also the way we work and our availability. The 24/7 concept is not something that comes out of a manufacturing ethos, right? So bringing that attitude to the organization is really important. Just to give a little bit of a geographical layout so you can understand, if you look at the bottom of the picture, you've got the Yangshan Deepwater Port, and then just sitting on the coast you have the Cssc, that's a logistics center, that's our warehouse. So the idea is to centralize our parts distribution in Shanghai for all our products. That's about 30 kilometers south of the Pudong Airport, you can see there. And then about 30 kilometers north-west is the Cssc office near the Ruojun River, and WD has an office there as well. So you get a bit of an idea of the layout of where things are in Shanghai. So again, to reinforce, our professional services are going to focus on maintenance, some consulting services, troubleshooting, performance evaluation, in particular with the e-business and the digitization type products that are coming out now, engine technical upgrades, and training has a very big focus. The warehouse that was inaugurated in June has a current investment of 12 million euros in stock, and we'll be increasing that over time in 28 countries worldwide. But I focus here a little bit on the 3 countries I've shown, Hamburg, Athens, and Singapore. In Hamburg we have a representative employed there directly, sharing the office actually with Cstc. He's doing a heck of a lot of technical support for owners, supervising repair crews and so on. So that's been a good start. In Singapore we are doing the same and expanding there. There's a big demand in Singapore. We've had quite a big market success there in the last 12 months. And Athens actually has become for us a very good focal point. For sure our organization, being Chinese, wants to focus on the China market, but actually the second priority and a high priority is definitely in Athens. So in that regard we're cooperating with Technava, and Technava is our sales agent here in Greece. So actually some of you may have been here last week, and we did a presentation also for Technava and our relationship there. You operating with Technava as a starting point there. Then here in Greece, if you're an owner and you want to get a quotation, you send your RFQ to Cssc Services via Technava. And then Cssc Services via Technava will send a quotation back, and Technava will manage any negotiations in between. But at the end of the day, if we place the order, that's going to come on a letter here from Cssc. It's going to be delivered by Cssc from their warehouse. The warranty support and the technical support will come from Cssc Service. Finally, the payment hopefully will be received by them as well. Lastly, talking a little bit about the cooperation on, like I mentioned, training before. Here, actually, in Athens last week, together with WinGD, Technava and Cssc Service, we commissioned a full mission simulator, which is simulating the entire engine room, bridge, and control room in the ship. So Technava is running that facility on behalf of WinGD, and getting a lot of operational support from Cssc Service, because in Shanghai we have the same facility, and in Korea also. So you have training facilities now available worldwide. Lastly, I just want to summarize again, come back to this circle here, where we have engine factories at HHM, CMD, CMP, and Anqing Diesel. The concept is that these companies will have all of the after-sales, warranty, and service support processed by Cssc Services only. And we will be the only official OEM supplier for and original provider for these factories.
Wärtsilä who bought this old brand, and then from Wärtsilä it was sold to Cssc, and since last year we are 100% Cssc company. You see here when it started already before 1900, but it's a long tradition here in engine design, and it lasts until today, where we have launched highest and newest engine technology, starting in the past with the first invention of turbochargers, then leading to the first electronical engine in the market, and now also with the first low-pressure dual-fuel two-stroke engine. That you see here, also that the technology is not that new. We started with the development some time back, and had also some loops, and we also changed the technology sometimes, since it was in between some high-pressure engines also in the development. But later we came to the conclusion that the low-pressure technology is the most efficient technology for gas engines. That's also, let's say, seen with the Wärtsilä four-stroke engines. All four-stroke engine applications, not only Wärtsilä's, are low-pressure technology. So we call the low-pressure technology the industry standard. And the two-stroke engines are following the industry standard, applying the auto cycle onto the two-stroke engine with highest efficiency. And then what you see with the bar below there is Tier 3 compliance without any after treatment. So that's the big advantage of our engine compared to the competition. That the ECF engine is compliant with Tier 3 without any after treatment on gas, whereas the competition needs after treatment like EGR.
If I am in China, I will try.
Some slides on the references, as you see here. Some 260 engines are on order delivered, some 7 gigawatts. And I have the pleasure to announce that there is another project coming now with 9 more engines, 12 X92s. And as you can see for what kind of vessel it is, you see it on the top, on the lower picture there of the TMS. Also for the dual-fuel engines, we have some good order intake here. 60 engines on order delivered, starting with the first vessel, Tank, the 50-bore engine, and now we're hoping that the biggest bore engine, the 92-bore engine, is ordered in DF technology. We don't know exactly if it will be DF or DF ready, but if it will be DF, then it will be the biggest dual-fuel engine in the world. As we have learned from Ruojun town, this presentation before, digitalization is coming soon, and also we do our contribution there. So the engine also goes digital. So if you want to optimize the vessel performance, you also need to have the data from the engine. That's for sure. We call it data collection and monitoring. It's nice to collect data, but we also have to give some value with this data, and that's done with the engine diagnostic system, where we can predict lifetime of components, or we can also company. As I said before, turbocharger was invented in Winterthur. We are following the 3 technology with SCR. That's also unique. We have also decided not to go for EGR because this acid exhaust gas we don't want to have in a combustion cycle. So that's the reason why we follow up the SCR route. Then the next one is the ECF engine, that's what I just mentioned before, and also the diagnostic system for digitalization. I was happy that Andrew, this comes from Cssc, mentioned the training center we inaugurated last week. We had a big celebration for that in the Carlos and Yakta Center, with some 500 guests and organized by Teknava, our agent here in Greece, which is owned by the well-known Tomasos family. And it was a fantastic success, and also we had the first training there, and I have to say this training center is amazing. You should really have a look at it. It's fantastically organized. Thank you very much, and good appetite.
Thank you, Roman. And I think in this short time, we can now present all of our Cssc group. We have so many good products, good company, and also good service. But now we have the hungry time. So sorry for keep you in listening to our Cssc presentation and keep you waiting in the wind. But we have a very good delicious food waiting for all of our distinguished friends. So please enjoy your food, but one by one, don't be hurried.
Thank you.